everybody, I'm here to do the second part of my guide, which is going to be my phaser specific guide, to show you everything that I use, and maybe not exactly where to get it, but about where to get most of this stuff. So as you can see here, I don't have any normal phaser arrays. I'm using all 250-degree phaser arrays here. So it's pretty sweet, obviously for broadsiding, but I'm using the biomolecular phaser beam arrays you get from, let's see here, reputation, go down to 8472 reputation, and you're gonna, any of the boxes you get from these, starting from rank 3 on, I think, drop the purple ones. So you just got to get lucky with those. Sometimes they drop blue ones, but in my opinion, it's just better to get the purple ones and then go from there. So that's where I get those from. The quantum phase beam array I get from the quantum phase set, which is all from, I believe it's from the level 60 missions. The future-proof missions, it's from one of these two. I think it's from Time and Tide. I could be wrong, but I think that's where it's from. So you're gonna do those. Well, you're gonna do those eventually anyway. So once you go through those missions, you'll see where it's at, and then just farm it. And it's an amazing set because you got the increased accuracy there. Accuracy is always very important for DPS because missing is bad DPS. That's 0 DPS. Then of course it increases the potency of the quantum phase weapons, and the shield drain that it does there. So it helps for that one weapon. I don't run the torpedo because I don't need to for the whole set, and because the torpedo wouldn't really get any benefits from my phaser consoles. So I just run the normal set. And the phaser damage and steel power from the destabilizing beam is absolutely amazing. It just increases your damage by so much so fast, and it's great. And that's pretty much it. The reason I use so many of these biomolecular ones is that I like the stuff that I shoot to not move. So I typically hit them with a bunch of these, and then they slow down pretty good, and then they explode. So it's pretty nice. Devices you don't need to worry about. It really doesn't matter. You don't need these equipped to use them. You can just use them. Then of course the quantum phase set, I got that all at very rare. I'll maybe eventually get that all the way up to legendary, but I'm going to upgrade them last because I never played the PC version, and I'm not sure if there's going to be better stuff coming out for phasers, so we'll see. But this is all great stuff. Shield restoration, shield capacity. Just shield capacity is really high on that. Incoming shield healing to self. After full impulse, you get some pretty crazy stats. Not that you're really going to be doing that, but the thing about the intel ship is if you cloak and then fly around for 15 seconds, you don't got to worry about people blowing you up, and you can just get that benefit. I do that sometimes when I'm doing PvP. I'll cloak out of the gate, I'll spend 15 seconds or more flying to wherever the battle is, and then I'll decloak and start pelting stuff, and then I'll get that bonus. Temporal phase, I think I have the 2 items set for this, but it gives you extra additional auxiliary power, which is nice for certain things on the build. But for the most part, it doesn't really matter that much. I don't really have any other work cores, to be honest. The quantum phase converter, very important. Universal console with phaser damage. The auxiliary is nice. And then it's got that hot restart thing, which, I mean, if somebody's using phasers and they hit you and you lose the power system, or, you know, uses an ability or whatever and it goes out, then it just pops right back up, so that's nice. Then all the other abilities we already went over. This is a temporary thing. I'm going to replace this eventually, but for now, 2.3 power systems, small amount of shield capacity, and the cooldown reduction is really nice, but not that great of an item for me right now. So yeah, and of course, weapon power setting. You always want your weapon power setting to be as close to maximum, if not maximum, as possible. I think mine caps out at 121 right now, which will eventually hit 125 if I throw all these legendary, but I'm not worried about it right now. But it's still pretty close to maximum, so that's what you want. The reason I'm using this exact ship actually is because the Phantom Intel Escort has this unique legendary that static increase on phaser damage. Very nice. So I have 2 universals here that increase phaser damage that I can take up in spots outside of my tactical, which is phenomenal. I love it. Then I got my phaser relays, of course. I got 2 of them. 2 of them I got lucky and got them up to ultra rare as I hit level 14. The other ones I might level up later, probably on upgrade weekend. The reason I'm using this instead of another weapon power setting module and then throwing this down here is because it's got some really nice stuff and the ability is great. You don't have to worry about opening boxes to get one of these. They sell them for like 100,000, 200,000 tops on the marketplace right now. They're really cheap, so buy them now while it's at the current lockbox, and they're going to be cheap. The shield and subsystem power is nice. It's a percentage shield hit points, so it's much better than the static. But the drill laser is what you're looking at. The damage is kinetic, so it doesn't get a bonus from anything else on here. But what's important is the 0 to 60 all damage resistance rating debuff. It's absolutely nuts. Every second it loses 3 resistance rating because it's got a 20-second duration on it, I believe. If not, it's 6 a second and 10 seconds. It's one of those two. It doesn't exactly say. But yeah, you can channel it for a pretty long time, and it's got a really short cooldown. If you shoot something for 10 seconds, like it says right there, it's only got a 30-second cooldown. You're going to be throwing these things on pretty much every heavy battleship you see in PvE very frequently. So I keep it on my main console active, and I just throw it all the time. The phaser lance is nice for that reason too. I talk about the phaser lance in my other video that I'm pairing with this, but that's pretty much my ship build as far as these things. And I mean, most of the stuff you can just get on the marketplace and upgrade. The binaural gel pack is a reputation item that you have to build. I spent 500 marks for it. Everything else is pretty much farmable or viable off the marketplace. So just a super easy build. It'll take you a couple weeks to get all the biomolecular phaser beam arrays if you want to get those. It's really up to you. I mean, that's pretty much it. So good luck to everybody out there getting this stuff, and I'll see you on the battlefield.